First, thinking about the design for this is very important, and doesn't matter oil or acrylics or watercolor. This is all important to consider how you're going to improve from what you have or what you look at. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of red color then. So I'm thinking about the big shape, not smaller, okay, because we need to first going to change that big shape. So I'm going to make the crowd probably a little bit lower. I'm not sure. And I'm also definitely want to have this area a little bit coming like this. I'm going to have a little bit more dynamic. Can you see that? So this would be area. So I'm going to make the moon probably over here and maybe even larger. And thinking about again, if you were going to keep the moon, maybe come back a little bit, even a little bit larger if you want. And you can use the paper towel so you can fix it in the drawing. Now a little bit more, and then maybe a little bit over here can come down a little bit more over here. And here you go. So spend enough time. Sometimes this step can take as long as 15 minutes or even a couple hours, making sure you're happy with it. And now by modify the shape and of the cloud and change the location, and it will have a different kind of feeling in the painting. Did you guys see it, right? So this can use for your watercolor painting. It's the same kind of thinking and approach. This is very important. Give yourself time. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm also going to think about the value contrast between this. And this is definitely the very dark area. And this is a lot lighter area. But even inside over here also have the value difference. And also we try to create a movement. You can see the focal points on the moon, right? There's no doubt. We're going to have all this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this. I'm going to have the movement over here coming like this. And then also the movement over here. I'm going to capture some of the movement and even enforce it. And see that? And the movement over here like that. But at the end over here, some movement also moving it. What? Moving to the moon. So you're going to have all those movement coming over there. We're probably going to do a little bit more dramatic, this kind of line, strokes, like what we see in Vincent van Gogh's painting. We can make it even more dramatic. Okay, let's take a look. So you make up your mind having the ideas so before you start it. And lots of people like to blend the color very smooth, and you don't have to do that. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to have a little bit gamsol from here. Take a little bit blue color. Start with the present blue. Okay, I'm going to take a look at it. It's very dark, and I'm going to spread this color to see how it look. Okay, spread the color to see how this look. And maybe the first application is not what you want, is not happy enough. You can change it and the following. So I'm gonna putting the color over here like that. Here we go. Coming down here. Okay, I'm gonna get more blue. Okay. And is that right? Like a watercolor actually faster, right? So just use a large brush and couple stroke. We can finish that. So you can paint a little bit into the area of the cloud so that you can make it a little overlapping of a softer edge. Okay. Okay. And you can have a little gamsol, a little bit oil. And I'm going to take a look and have a little bit. And we can make it a little bit thinner, a little bit faster. Okay, there we go. Even a little bit more. There we go. And the idea is at the beginning, of the painting process, try to keep the paint a little bit thinner, a little bit lean, and then a little bit later and later we're gonna have more oil, have more paint, have more, get a little bit so called lean, fat over lean. Okay, here we go, like that. When you have the gamsol, and you're gonna have some more texture. You can compare here and there, but this is only the first step, so no worry about that. You can also make the moon a little bit glowing feeling by gonna have a little bit lighter. So, but the gamsol is dry very quickly, so no worry about that. We can come back to do the background again, have a second layer. Okay, at this point we just try to get the overall big shape contrast. Okay, now I'm going to just clean my brush. You don't have to make it 100% clean. So now I'm going to take this, definitely the first color I'm going to go to is the red. I'm going to have, looks like it can be a little bit yellow. It's a little bit yellow, a little bit more like an orange feeling. And I'm going to get the white color. Now that's good. I have the white color here already. But I'm not sure this is the created correct, good enough contrast. Like I said, this color compared with that color, how dark that color is supposed to be. I think this color probably good enough for the middle tone. I'm gonna apply the middle tone over here first. But at this point, try not to get into the edge just yet, and because it's gonna turn into muddy too quickly. Making sure you like this color, and then take a look. We can make it a little bit more, spread a little bit more, and we're gonna work into the edge one time. But plus the sky color we have not finished yet, so we're gonna working on that. Come back with the sky. So I'm gonna put this color here. Okay, you don't have to make it all filled in solid. Okay, put that over here like that, at this point like this. And if you touch it, and it's gonna create the transition color. Now this is gonna be lighter. So but over here I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna get a little bit more red. Okay. I'm using the same color palette. It's just like a watercolor. Okay, I'm gonna have this color a little bit darker. I'm gonna put this color a little bit darker. And here you go, like this, and over here. And this demonstration more about the design idea. And okay, that's good. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna get a little bit darker over here on this side, even a little bit more darker, and a little bit more blending into the outside. Okay, here you go, a little bit softer over here, like that, and over here a little bit darker as well. I'm gonna start working on the movement toward the moon. And now, all right, we already have some form and contrast in over there. So I'm gonna take the white color. I'm gonna taking a little bit more lighter color, like over here, and I'm gonna put that over here. Okay, a little bit lighter color right over here. Start working into the shape. Okay, over here. Now I'm gonna, here we go, like that. This is a very strong white color. I'm gonna get a little yellow color again with the red. Here we go. Get a little bit more brighter color. Here we go. Like that over here, connect that. Okay, have a little bit softer color because this oil can make it really soft. That's good. Here we go. I'm gonna have a little color over here, moving. Here we go, like that. And I'm gonna kind of have the color over here, and then have a little bit orange color over here, and moving that, look like the color moving like this, like that, and come from there. This is the oil. It can have a very soft transition. And coming over here, I'm gonna start moving the color over here, making a little lighter color over here. So when you're painting the cloud, you don't have to make it look like the cloud. You can make it feel like the cloud, but you don't have to make it look exactly the cloud that you are looking at. You can try to modify it however you want. Okay, now we can see that the shape is going into that, but you don't want to rush it to finish the cloud yet. And the other great things about oil paint is going to stay wet for a long time. Okay, so you can use the wet into wet. I know some of you don't like wet into wet because you want to be a little bit more controllable, but no worry. And now we can come back to the sky and work in the sky, and the last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna paint the moon, right? So it's a very simple step, and let's take a look at the blue color. I'm gonna get back to the blue color. I'm gonna take the blue color over here, and we see there is enough contrast, or the contrast too big. I think it's just the blue color is probably good enough. Let's take a look here. All right. But when it get closer and closer to the moon, I'm gonna have a little bit more lighter. Okay, I'm gonna put this color here. Okay. If that's too wet, you can feel free to come back over here. It's just, it's too wet. I'm gonna remove this. You can do this too. You can think about, you can paint it with paper towel. Okay. Now you can remove a lot of even the medium around with the paint. And you can also paint it with paper towel. You can paint with figures. You can paint with anything. It's okay, whatever will work for you. And you can find your own way of painting. Okay, like that. That's probably good. We can have some transition too. Oh my God, look at that. We probably just stop here. Look at that. It's like a very strange sky. Okay. Oh my God, we probably just keep that around the moon. Look at that. Ooh, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna reload my brush with the blue color. Now there's a little bit less medium. Okay. And coming over here, like that, a little bit darker. Keep the contrast. And you can paint also over the cloud. See that? Have a little bit softer, like that. Okay, come back over here. I'm gonna come in over here. Now here you go. Now you can do a little overlapping. See that? And also I can overlap the orange color over here to create a soft edge. Okay, right here. Here you go. Coming down a little bit. That's good. Right? You don't have to make it completely flat again. If you have the time, take a look at how other artists and in the history, Vincent van Gogh, how he actually painted the sky, or the Star Night, or every other sky. That's what he did. He really don't really make it flat. Everything is bold with actions and strokes. So we're gonna get a little bit closer and closer to the moon. I'm gonna keep a little bit lighter. Okay, like that. So keep a little feeling of the glowing moon. And a little bit lighter like that. Okay. Here you go. Coming over here. Now this sky is a lot better, right? And we can also create some create some illusions of also some thin cloud in the background. Okay. Get down a little bit lower over here as well, like that. That's good. We're gonna work on the edge. And okay, now this guy, a lot better. Now let's make it even better. Okay, now I'm going to, as we talk about, and come back over here to make it a little bit soft edge. Okay, a little bit soft. When you take a photograph, it may not really have that soft feeling because it's taking with, but when you're looking at, staring at the moon, you do feel like a little glowing, right, with your own eye. You can see that. Let's get that feeling over here. All right, that's the moon over there. And also looking at here, I'm gonna have a little bit color up. I'm gonna have a little bit soft. May not be exactly like that. Maybe a little bit cloud over here. Just softly. It may not be exactly the shape over there. I'm gonna see. And but it needs a little bit warmer color. So I'm gonna get that little red and a little bit like that. Okay, a little bit soft. This would be the color. So that's just a little bit light over here. That's good. I don't want too much color, so I'm gonna let go some of them. Just put that in here. A little bit softer, like that. Careful, it looks like a little bit green too. So you may not really want a feeling a little bit too green. So you need to have a little bit more red. I'm gonna come back here, a little bit more red, like that. A little bit stroke like this. And maybe even have a little bit curve instead. Like that, that's fine. I'll go a little bit over here too, in this distance. So, just think about this as a painting, as not a photograph. So that means you'll feel free to input your own expression, like that. So, don't really see much, especially from through the camera. You're not gonna see that this actually should be lighter, like that. And we can come back to do more over there, and a little muddy kind of thing. I probably just let it go. I don't think I need the cloud over there. So probably just to clean my brush, we'll just get the blue color. Here you go. I can also just bye-bye, and it's gone. You can have still a little bit soft. That's okay. And it's still a little wet in the sky because the gamsol. And we can do another changes after, a little bit later. Let's working on the cloud and the edge. Okay. Now clean the brush. Now come back over here. Take a look. Now we're gonna mix the red and the yellow again. Okay, now take a look. I'm gonna have this color a little bit stronger, like that. I'm gonna coming over here. There you go. Now I'm gonna working on the edge. I'm gonna pushing from here, they're going out. So you can see from here going out. Okay. So otherwise the blue color would coming into the cloud. That's good. Now over here and from here coming out, like that. Oh, that's a very good color, very strong. And just enjoy the brush stroke. Okay, coming over here. Here you go. Have some soft edge. Okay. Hold the brush. Put it. Moving it right here. Let's go. And over here. That's good. See the pink like that. Pink over here. A little transition like that. And come back to do more. I'm gonna move that color here. Maybe over here, moving a little bit out over here. Okay. Just enjoy that and see, okay, over here I'm gonna have this, the movement, the texture coming from here, and here we go, like that. And somewhere a little bit softer, somewhere a little bit clear, somewhere a little bit harder, like that. I'm gonna start give a little bit more, see a little bit soft feeling of the cloud. Here you go, like that. And it's a little circulate movement. Now, okay, we're gonna get to the top over there. And maybe over here we can see a little bit gray color. I'm gonna get a little bit blue in here too. A little bit gray color over here. And see a little bit shadow in the cloud. Like that, that's good. A little bit thinner, showing a little bit thinner. Like that, that's good. And I'm gonna have a little bit more red color because that is look like too much of the green. And rather have a little bit more red, it would more look like the gray color instead. At least the gray color. I'm gonna have it over here, have some edge over here. That's good. And a little bit over here too. Some of the area we're gonna make it a little bit more clear, a little bit harder. Okay, all right. We're going to before we do that, let's set a little color in the moon, and just the white color first. Okay, just set a little color over here. You can see that a little bit more inviting. Okay, like that. Maybe a little bit bigger. I like the moon bigger. Okay. Here you go. That's the top of the moon. Okay, a little bit lighter like that. Coming down over here. Okay. And in the middle of the moon, yeah, we can describe something else, like the shadow in the moon. Okay, let's put that over there for now. And let's come back to continue. Finish the edge of the moon. I'm going to take the white color, make a little thicker color now. I'm going to get the red color. Ooh, that has a little blue color in it. I'm going to get the yellow color. I'm going to see. Oh, this is pretty good. I'm going to a little bit more white. This color pretty thick. I'm going to see. Let's see. I'm going to put it over here. Here you go. Overlap a little bit and turn around. Okay. Getting there. Okay, here I'm going to have this up a little bit, and then over here I'm going to get a little bit red color, a little bit pure red. Okay, here you go. And put a little red color over here. Here we go. A little red color. See this moving that. That's good. A little moving that. And we're going to think about how the cloud should be moving. I'm going to have a little bit thicker. Again, a little bit more white, thicker color. Here we go. And if you want to be even thicker, you can use the palette knife to apply the color. Okay, right here. I'm going to have that a little moving like this. Okay, that's good. Now you can totally change it. Like that, that's good. Coming over here, and then a little bit over here. That's good, I like that. And we have a little color over here. Here we go, like that, moving a little bit. That's good, a little bit. The middle tone over here, and see a little bit. That's just pretty good, get richer and richer. And I'm gonna come over here, and seeing this area, have a little middle tone moving over here. Oh, that's nice. And then over here, a little bit over here. Here we go, like that. A little bit showing a little bit lighter over here, like that. Okay, And you see over here, I have also very nice some middle tone coming here. Some color over here. See that? It's not flat. Coming a little bit color coming on this side. Moving that this way. You can emphasize in some of the movement. Okay, everybody have a different feeling when they're looking at certain things. So try to capture your feeling. And if you want a stronger feeling or you want it a little bit softer, and your choice will be also different. Okay, I'm gonna have that little color over there. I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna keep that like this. I'm gonna come in here too. Here you go. Have that color coming in over here, and try to keep the movement going into the moon. So that's the idea. I'm gonna put it over here. Ready? Ooh, all the way into that. Kind of interesting. And a little bit over here, moving a little bit. Lose the edge a little bit. That. And now to see how the movement and cohesive from one stroke to the other stroke, that's very important. Over here, I'm going to have this a little color in here. Think before you paint. Okay, it's important. I think that's good. I like that. And that's coming up a little bit. Oh, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to come in here to take a look at. And at the bottom over here, I'm going to have first over here. I'm going to have a little bit coming out like this. Here you go. That's good. I'm going to have a little bit more red first. Let's do the red color. So it's not much green. Get yellow with orange, yellow with the blue would turn to a little bit more like a green. If you have the red, it's more like a gray. Okay, here we go. Okay, seeing that little bit soft transition, and keep looking at it. Is that what you want? Okay, you don't want to just paint it without a mind. It's very important. Okay, get the yellow color. I'm gonna get a little bit color now. Get the thicker and thicker. Now you can see it, right? And now I'm gonna come in over here, and here we go. I'm gonna have this shape a little bit more. Here we go. I'm gonna have the shape coming up. Shape moving the brush, like circulate. And a little bit over here, a little bit soft. That's good. That is that the shape you want? And I'm gonna have a little bit more red in that shape. Okay, here we go. Let's screen your eye so you can see. Oh, is that something connect with your mind? Okay, I'm gonna move that like this way. Okay, make it a little bit softer. And moving outside over here. And let the simple object even telling your feeling, your story. Okay, that's good. Like that. Now I'm gonna have some lighter color. And rearrange some lighter color. And let's take a look. I'm gonna get some more white color mixed into here. Now here you go. I'm gonna get this yellow color mixed into it. The color very thick. I'm gonna get a little bit more red. Here you go. Here we go. Now I'm gonna have this moving like this, moving like that, and over here a little movement this way. And on this side, I'm gonna have this blend in a little bit. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make this color a little bit thicker in the light area. Okay, like that. You're gonna see it's gonna turn out something that you never expected. It would be surprised myself. Okay, over here I'm gonna have this color moving over here a little bit, and I even have some brighter color over here if I want. Okay, we're gonna see. We might have some brighter color, and the brighter color could be just the red color. Okay, with the white. I'm gonna see. There's a little bit brighter color, and here you go. A little bit just the red. Just the red. Here we go. Here we go, like this. Oh, this color, a little bit brighter. Oh, I like that stroke. I'm gonna keep it. Okay. The pink and the stroke, it is a language, and could be the purpose of the painting. Okay. Okay, over here, that color coming all the way down over here. That's good. I like to enforce that stroke. Okay, over here too. I'm gonna have that a little wide. Okay, coming over here. A little bit red. Coming over here, coming in a little bit. Now here we go. I'm coming in a little bit. Now this stroke coming this way. Like that. That's good. And I'm gonna try to make the shapes a little bit more active. And something if they're a little bit too repetitive, and you can change that too. Okay, here we go. And now I'm gonna come back to use some lighter color. I'm gonna take more white color. You can put it right here. Now, here we go. Now I'm gonna have this light color over here. I'm gonna move it that in like that. Echo the movement. Okay, here we go, like that. And I'm gonna over here, I'm gonna have a little movement over here. I see that. It's a little bit this way, like that. Okay, coming over here. And make the color a little bit more richer, a little bit solid. That's good. Like that, a little bit over here. And I'm gonna have a little light shape, a little bit lighter, right in here. I try to make a strong expression. Okay, that's good. Over here too. Okay, speaking of blending, if you have some area you want to say, oh, I'm gonna blend it between the two colors. Yeah, this is great. Use a clean brush. But sometimes you just don't want to have this color blend into this. Instead, I'm going to actually add another color in between. That will be totally different thinking. In that case, you're not blended. You are adding another color in here, right? So it's not always like from light to dark. It's just going to blend it. But in fact, if that is just not intermediate color, but it should be another totally different color, a new color. In that case, you want to just add that color too, paint that color, mix that color, paint that color in, instead of just blend it. Otherwise, it's not going to come out the way you want. And now we talk about that. Like say the movement, the line pointing into the moon. We're gonna make the cloud a little bit stronger. Okay, like that. That pointing to there. So I'm gonna do a little bit more. First, I'm gonna blend a little bit. I can use the simple fan brush. I can just say over here, I'm gonna blend a little bit and change the size of the brush. Now you can see a lot softer transition. Yes, you can use the fan brush. It's very good blending. Over here, I'm gonna blend a little bit, so make it a little bit softer. Now here we go, like that. If you don't want that much difference or texture, I'm gonna have this also coming into here, like that. That's good. Okay, now take a look. Over here, you can blend a little bit in here too. And here we go. Yeah, so some artists, they use the fan brush for the entire painting. Okay, you can make it a little bit softer. Over here, maybe softer, but you know, some artists, they do like have all the very strong brush stroke. They don't soften it. It totally depends on what you want, how you feel. I'm gonna make some area a little bit softer. Like this is good. The cloud is getting better and better to the way I want it. That's good. Now what I want to do, I'm going to get more white color, but make sure the cloud is not really just white, right? The lightest color is going to be on the moon. So I'm going to put a little bit lighter color over here, but maybe too light. I'm going to mix it into the color over here, right here. That's good. Like that. And take a look. That's good. I'm going to make that a little bit softer over here. That's it. Okay, that's good. Coming over here. All right. And maybe a little connection in here. Okay. Now, over here, I'm going to have a little bit lighter. Here we go. I'm going to see this shape. This shape, I like that. I'm going to have the shape even here. The shape moving in here. I'm going to have the shape over here. It may not make sense to you. Why you do that? I'm kind of getting the connections. And I'm going to have this coming over here on this side. Oh, I like that. I'm not sure you do. I'm going to have a little bit darker color over here. A little bit darker, but not really dark. I'm going to have over here to see. Look again. Like that. Okay, a little bit subtle compared to that shape. Okay, a little bit over here too. I'm gonna break it a little bit over here. Okay, I'm gonna have this enforce the contrast between the shape over there and the shape of at the front. Like that. Ooh. Pretty good, pretty good. I like it so far. Now I'm gonna have just a little red color come back in the background over here for the cloud. As a little bit drive over here. That's good. Like that. Have some movement. The cloud moving in. I like that. Very soft and interesting. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we're gonna come back to take a look at the moon. And we really want to have the moon to be that much glowing. And let's thinking about the sky one more time. And I'm going to take the blue color this time. I'm going to have a little bit white. Okay, get a little bit blue. I'm going to get a little bit more. Oh, that's good. I'm going to have a little bit lighter. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to reshape the shape of the moon. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. And maybe just get a little bit lighter and lighter when it gets closer to the moon. I'm not sure it's just white. I think it should be a little bit more orangeness. Otherwise, white cloud is orange color, right? So I'm going to do it not flat, but it's going around the moon. Like that. That's good. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit orange color. And the red and orange color. Okay. Be careful. It's going to look like a green. We try to avoid seeing the green color. And a little bit like this. Let's take a look. Maybe just a little lighter color. I'm going to take a little bit lighter. Like that. Here we go. And I like the idea to have the moon around. It has a little bit lighter shape. Like that. Oh. Okay. Maybe like what Van Gogh would do. Huh? It's kind of glowing. But his stroke is very clear. I'm not that yet. I'm not become the same feeling. Okay, I try to get a little bit glowing feeling from the moon. It's glowing. That's good. Now I'm gonna come inside the moon, and I'm gonna use a small brush. Okay, I'm gonna actually use a smaller brush. Here we go. I'm gonna use this round brush, number 1. I'm gonna first re-add the white shape on here at the top. Here we go. Here we go. Coming around. Okay, it's good. A little bit even lighter. Okay, coming over here. Okay, a little bit around. Okay, and coming over here. Oh wow, that's that cool. I'm gonna actually make it a little bit more 3D by having a thicker white color in the top over here. Okay, like that. Now coming on this side, also a little bit lighter. Okay, coming around over here. That's good. Now I'm gonna add a little bit like a gray-brown color. So I see that color right there. I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, that beautiful. Okay, that's good. Like that. That, by the way, is mid-August. In Chinese tradition, there's a big festival, and you can get the mooncake from a Chinese supermarket, okay, and celebrate the moon. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's good. Some people can see the rabbit in the moon. Okay, that's good. See a little shadow of the moon, and I'm going to first, and outside over here, I'm gonna get the blue color back in here. I'm gonna reshape that edge. Oh, perfect. It's okay. That's good. Okay, now I'm gonna come back to give some even thicker than just the white color. Take the white. I'm gonna take a look on this side. Right here. Coming a little bit outer. That's good. Going around the shadow. That's good. That's good. It's a beautiful moon. Okay, now at the bottom over here, I'm gonna get just a little bit blue color. You can see that there's a little blue color, light blue, and the bottom over here. Okay. I expand it a little bit. Okay, that's good. Right. Okay. Maybe I do want some expression. More like a little bit over here. Something going on around over here. Do what you want to meet your feeling. I'm gonna have a little glowing like this. I may not want to make it too smooth, like that a little bit. Like that. I never paint the moon like this. Okay, now I think the moon is pretty complete. Now I'm going to come back to have some other and have a little enhancement for the cloud. I make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to reorganize that a little bit. I want to have this a little bit higher. I'm going to put this shape like that. Okay, little shape like that, and make it a little bit coming all the way over here like that. Okay. Oh, that's good. Right over here like that. Okay. And this gonna be enforce this a little bit like that. And so on this side, you can see the shape as it's moving up over there. So I'm going to change that a little bit. I'm gonna have to have the echo to the. I'm gonna use a little bit more red color mix it into here. I'm gonna have this shape moving that up here, like coming up this way. And a little bit more gray color. Okay, here we go. Moving up this way. And also over here, moving up like that. And also the edge over here. And here we go. Moving up. And maybe a little bit softer and the edge over here. Kind of moving up toward the moon. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to moving up to that direction. Like that. You see the movement of the brush stroke. Okay. Now a little bit more going into the moon. And let's see, take the color from here. I'm going to have that also moving toward the moon. Now, it's the last step to try to enforce the connection. I'm going to have a little bit red color. Here we go. Over here, I don't want this a little bit too rough. I'm going to have this stop here. Like that. Here we go. I'm going to have this like that. So the movement coming over here, and eventually, as going up, connecting to the moon, I'm going to have this. So this painting quite a bit have some expression over here, and a little bit darker, and a little bit darker color over there too. I'm going to just take the red color over here. Okay, and you see this also have movement coming up toward the moon. And over here get a little bit softer, so I don't need this. That's so strong. I'm gonna have even just use my fingers softly. Move that together. Stop that over there. Okay, that's good. So have a little bit more rhythm, and that's good. Like that. And now over here looks a little bit weak. Now what I want to do is get a little more red color. Let's take a look. I'm gonna have this a little moving. That's right, moving that a little suggestions. Okay, you see oil is giving you a lot more freedom. It's not as fun as doing watercolor, right? So it has some interesting possibility for us. Okay, that's a little bit flat, so I'm gonna get a little bit orange color, get the red, and then that's good, like that, a little bit lighter. This a little bit lighter, even lighter. I'm gonna get some yellow color and a little bit white. Here we go, like that. Here we go, like in the middle over here. So lead the attention to all the way here, coming up this way. And then going into the moon. Eventually, I'm gonna have this over here. I'm gonna have this come out a little bit like that. Okay, that's nice. Now still looks like I'm missing something. So I'm gonna just have some yellow color. I'm gonna have some red color here. Here we go. I'm going to see that a little bit over here. Cover that. And oh, that is good. I'm going to have this moving in a little bit more. Coming like that, a little bit soft. And a little bit red. Okay. Like this. Okay. So it's not a cloud anymore. It's more like a symbolic now. And over here, I'm going to have this a little bit softer. Like this too. In the sky over here, I'm going to decide to keep another round, but I keep my brush dry. Okay, I don't want to have any gamsol into it. So I'm going to get the blue color. I'm going to come back over here, make it a little bit more flat. Here you go. You can always come back to do it again and again. That's the beauty of the oil painting. I'm gonna make that. Oh, you don't want it to be flat. You can actually have the expression stroke if you want. Okay, over here. I'm gonna make that a little bit smoother. Okay, that's good. Over here, a little bit smoother. Going all the way. Like that. That's good. Right, much better. And over here, you can start having this kind of movement if you want. So get a little bit more away. That's good. Having a little bit movement. Like this. Okay, now the sky looks more organized. Okay, over here too, I'm gonna have this connect to this cloud. A little bit softer, like that.